Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically this video is going to be a little bit different. I've seen a lot of story time around YouTube and I have a few stories of my own, especially during my college years, and I decided to share some with you. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm going to say for this story, then please keep watching. Okay, so basically it was finals and I knew that for this specific class I needed to get a C or better, because if I didn't get a really good grade in that class, I was basically probably going to end on probation for my university, and I was super scared and I was like, oh my god, that can never happen. Like, I don't even know how I got to this point. How can I be in probation? Like, no, like that's a no-no. So for the final, I knew that I had to get a certain percent in order for me to pass the class. So I studied my ass off, literally. I studied so much. I studied like 5 days. I knew everything. I knew the whole review, back and forth, every little word. I knew it by memory. I knew it by heart. I knew the test like the back of my hand. When I finished the test, I was like, I think I did good. Like, I know for sure I had a C. I know for sure I had a C. So I was confident. After that, I'm like, I know that I'm going to pass this class. Like, it's not even like worth bothering it. Like, I know I'm going to pass. Okay, so I'm at work. And this is like a few days after I took the test. I'm at work and the teachers are supposed to post the test or the grade for the semester, basically. So I get an email and I see that grades have been posted. So I go to my classes and I see that I passed all my classes. So I see that my overall grade for the class is a D, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, I got a D. Like, no, there's no way. I was like, oh my god, Yara, did you really like mess up? Like, there's no way. I got a 78 on the test, and I was like, there's no way that I got a D in this class, because if I calculate my grade correctly, I have a C in this class. And the reason why I know this is because I don't know if you guys have been through college or are going to go to college, but in the beginning of the semester, the teachers give you a syllabus, and the syllabus break down your grades. So basically they say this is quiz is 5%, assignments are 20%, homework is 20%, and so on. So basically I knew exactly what my grades were, and I knew how to calculate the percentage. So I knew that I needed at least a 72 in the final to pass the class. And I'm looking at the 78 and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the lowest I could have gotten, it was a 72, and I would still pass my class. Like, how did I get a 78 and I'm still not passing the class? Like, I got a D. There's no way. I'm like, there's something wrong. So I emailed the teacher. Mind you, I'm at work. I go to the back, I email my teacher, and I'm like, listen, like, I think you made a mistake. Can you please revise your calculations, because this is not correct? Like, I cannot fail this class. I face potential probation, and I was just like expressing to her, like, this is really important. She's like, I can't do anything over email, you have to come to me. So I was like so stressed out. I go to my supervisor. I'm like, listen, this is an emergency. Like, I need to leave right now. I have to go to school because this is about a grade, and if I don't pass this class, I'm going to be on probation. And then if I don't, like, I was just, like, oh my god, I was everywhere. And she's like, yeah, okay, go. So I go, I'm literally like speeding, and I go to school. So I get there, and you would think that she would be like, so what's your worry? Like, what is it? Let's go over it. Don't worry. No. She was so rude, so rude. And she's like, why are you here? Because she was Asian. I have nothing against Asian, but I'm just trying to tell you guys how she was acting. And she's like, why are you here? And then I was like, ma'am, because I think you miscalculated my grade. And she's like, no. I put everything on Excel, and my grades are calculated the right way. And I was like, teacher, but there's no way. Like, I can explain to you. Like, let me explain to you why I think, your calculations are not correct. And then she's like, well, I've seen your degree audit, and for those of you who don't know what a degree audit is basically your whole history of your classes. So it shows all the classes that you've taken and all the grades that you had on those classes, if you retake any classes, your GPA, everything. And she was just basically, judging me by my degree audit. And I'm not gonna lie, my sophomore year in college, it was not the best year for me, because I had just recently moved out of my home to another town to attend college. So I was on my own. I had all this freedom, and I didn't know how to balance the freedom and the classes, and honestly I did not have like a lot of motivation, so it was a really bad year for me. So she was judging me by that, and I was like, how dare you, like you're wrong, and on top of that you're judging me, whatever. And I was like, how dare you, like I'm coming here telling you that you messed up my grade, and you're talking about my degree audit and how like I messed up and how it's my fault that I'm in this place. She was just giving me like life advice and how I did this to myself and how I put myself in this situation, and she was like literally like putting me down. Like she was making me feel like so bad and like irresponsible, and like you did this to yourself. If you get kicked out of college, like that's gonna be your fault and all that stuff. Goes and she tells me, maybe school is not for you. And I'm like, you're seriously telling me that? And then I started crying, but I was like crying like, teacher, oh my god, like I didn't want this, like you don't understand, like college is really hard for me. And I was like crying like really hard. Like I was like just like I couldn't even like see anymore because I had so much water in my eyes that I could not even see her. And I was like, how dare she say that school is not for me when I'm a junior? Like obviously I graduated high school and I made it all the way over here. I only have one more year and you're telling me that school is not for you. And I'm trying to explain to her, like, please give me an opportunity to explain to you why I think my grade is not that, like why I think my grade it's wrong. Like that's not the grade that I should have. I should have a C in the class. The thing is that I keep insisting like, please let me show you how like I calculated my grade, and let me show you that you're wrong. And I'm not talking about this was like a 5-minute meeting or conversation. No, I'm talking this was like almost a 30-minute conversation that she did not want to hear what I had to say or show her any type of calculation. She was just like, no, I'm telling you that I'm correct. I put this on the computer, I use Excel, have all these formulas for it. So I just plug in the number and it automatically does the calculation for me, and it gives me an average of your grade. And I was like, I understand, teacher, but sometimes that's computer, and sometimes computers can mess up, you know, like a formula here and there. And she was like, no. So I'm like, can I please have a paper and a pen, please? Like, I need to go back to work. I need to show you this. Like, I cannot believe you're sitting there telling me no. And then she's like, okay. So I'm doing the calculations, and while I'm doing it, she's ignoring me. She's like looking through some papers, and I'm like, look, teacher, when I finish, I show her that my grade was supposed to be a C. And I'm like, look, teacher, it's a C. Like, if you calculate 5% of the if you calculate like 5% of the quiz, this and that, this is what I got. Like, I calculated everything, and I was correct on my math. I was correct on my math too, because I had over calculated this like a million times in my mind and in paper. And all of a sudden, like, I guess I said like quiz, and she's like, I don't know, let me check. Excel is really good. And then she's like, oh my god, Yara, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, please forgive me, please. And I forgot to put the quiz. And I was like, are you serious? Literally, you forgot to add our quiz grade? Are you serious? So yeah, so she agrees that she messed up, and while she's trying to tell me, she grabs my hand, she reaches out to me, and she's like, oh, please stop crying, I'm so sorry, and I told you here that you were not good for school, like, I'm so sorry. And I was like literally sitting there, and I was like looking at her like, I was like furious, but at the same time I was so happy. And after fighting with her for 30 minutes and actually like get the result that I wanted, I was just like relieved, and I just didn't even care about reacting to her and like basically like telling her you're a bad teacher. And I don't know why I felt like, you know what, like I knew it. Like, that's why I am the way I am, because I was very persistent. And she's like, oh my god, if you're very persistent in your life, you're gonna go really far. And I was like, really? Starts basically crying. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I have to go. And basically because of me, she realized that she didn't add our quiz to the grade. So basically everybody was missing 5 points out of their average grade. So out of their average grade, everybody was missing 5 points, which was the quiz. And 5 points, it's a lot. Like, 5 points can get you from an F to a D, from a D to a C. And she counted how many people's grades changed, and it was a lot. So yep, guys, that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if I'm a little all over the place because I'm horrible at telling stories. But if you guys enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, and as usual, subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want more stories like this, I have a lot. Just comment down below and let me know. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.